last so many years. And that's what I continue to do for the next 1 year. That's what I continue to do for the years that God will give me this world, to stand up.
And a lot of people feel like you are there, you are supporting that government, but now you are out. That's when you're saying this government is A, this government is B. So why couldn't you speak out and stand out when you are inside the government, the same government that now you're looking at and saying this government is corrupt?
Well, I think you have been out here for too long. Probably you didn't follow what I was doing when I was in government. I went along with the president for the first 1 year. Then I realized, oh, it's not well. And I realized he is not whom he had promised me and the people of Kenya that he is. I realized that all the things we had promised the people of Kenya, the bottom-up economic transformation, putting money into people's pockets, respect for human rights, that was not happening anymore. And I started speaking out when I was in government. And that's why I got kicked out. Had I just kept quiet,
fitting,
and went along,
fitting,
and sat on the table to eat, I would still be there having it nice as the people of Kenya are suffering. I started speaking out. I opposed from within cabinet Finance Bill 2024.
Yes.
I spoke very strongly against it. The minutes are there for posterity.
Yes.
And I spoke right inside cabinet when I was deputy president. I did not speak when I left. I spoke from inside. I spoke against abductions and extrajudicial killings. If you remember, June 25th, 2024, when our kids were butchered in Parliament, the following day, on the 26th, when I was deputy president, I called a press conference in Mombasa and called out the president.
I remember that.
I stood out and spoke up. That's what you do. So let nobody say that Ricky G is speaking because he's speaking out because he left government. No. The truth is the matter is that Ricky G was kicked out because of speaking from inside. The president couldn't take it. He couldn't be challenged by anybody. He couldn't stand to be told the truth. And I was telling him, boss, the people of Kenya are opposed to the Finance Bill 2024. Please don't force it on them. And if you do, we shall be left with an egg on our face.
Yes.
And it happened as I told him. I told him these abductions and extrajudicial killings, these young kids have a point. What they are saying makes sense.
Yes.
Let's listen to them. In any case, they are our children. And, abducting them and, massacring them is not right. It's immoral. It's against our Christian teachings. It's against the Constitution. It's against humanity. Please, let's listen to these young boys and girls. They have a point and they are our children anyway. He couldn't take it. That's why I was kicked out. So, for standing out and speaking up is what got me where I am.
Where you are today.
But I can tell you, it's like throwing the fish into the water. By kicking me out, I got in the best environment now. I'm able to speak up and speak for the people of Kenya without talking to anybody, without asking anybody for permission. When I was in government, I was a little bit civil. I would do it with a lot of respect. I would be persuasive. I would approach the president with a lot of humility and plead with him and persuade him. And I was talking to a stone. Yes. I don't have to do that anymore. When things are not going right, I simply say this is wrong.
You speak up.
When he is lost, I say you are lost. Stop it. I am a happier man, by the way.
Okay.
I am a very happy person, and I am in my best environment because I'm able to speak up for the people of Kenya. I'm able to stand out and speak for them. And I am very grateful that God has given me that opportunity to speak for the people of Kenya. And I'm equally happy that the people of Kenya appreciate what I do.
Yes.
And I actually realize how much the Kenyan people value my contribution to our democratic space. Anytime I leave the country, there's too much pressure for me to go back, for me to speak up. It's only when I appreciate. Sometimes when you are in the country doing what you know
you
best,
don't see it.
You think it's just a normal way of life. Until when I'm out of the country, I went to the US for 6 weeks, and Kenyans were saying, no, Rigiji must come back. He must speak, he must tell us what is happening. Even when I was coming here, I had planned to come here for a month. But the pressure back home has made me cut short my visit to a week, because Kenyans are saying we have too many problems. The issue of the fuel,
yes,
you know, the cost of living, you know, transport costs, prices of consumer products. And Kenyans are saying somebody must speak for us. And to many Kenyans, that person who can speak and who must speak for the people of Kenya is Rigiji. And they are saying, Rigiji, we know you wanted to go and sell your party and market your party in the United Kingdom, meet the diaspora people, meet Kenyans, interact with them, get to know what they are doing, work with them on how to partner in the new administration. We appreciate that.
Yes.
But we need to more at home.
Yes.
We are in trouble.
Yes.
You know, we have no food. Our children cannot go to school. SHA is not working.
Yes.
The country is almost grinding to a halt. You are more useful to us back home. So, Rigiji, please take a few days and come back home. So over the weekend, I'll be back home so that I can support the people of Kenya. I can speak for them and give them hope and encourage them that there will be a better tomorrow.
Okay. So you said you came to promote. Did you come to promote your party, or you came to meet the diaspora?
It's twofold. One, our party DCP has a UK chapter that I came to officially launch and enhance our party activities and recruit more members.
Yes.
Again, I had the opportunity on Saturday. I had a dinner with the Kenyan people.
Yes, I remember
to explain to them what will be their place in my administration. What role will they play in our administration? What are their issues? They are very serious stakeholders. The diaspora brigade is #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. You know, in the 70s, coffee was #1 foreign exchange earner.
Yes.
In the 80s, it was overtaken by tea. And in the 90s, tourism became #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. As we speak today, the remittances from diaspora are #1 foreign exchange earner for our country.
Yes.
And we are saying, if you contribute such a huge amount to the economy,
yes,
you must have a say the way that money is utilized.
Yes.
The diaspora people must be on the decision-making table, because they are a serious partner in our country's development, in the economic discourse of our country. And we are saying that you cannot be the #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. The money that we are using to pay our foreign debt, the money we are using for importation, the money that we are using to run our embassies and high commissions, yet you have no voice, despite that very huge contribution. So that is one of the discussions I'm having with the diaspora people. And we are agreeing that one way or another, the administration that I intend to form when I'm elected president, or I'm part of that government, is that people from diaspora must play a critical role in our administration, in the executive, in the Senate, in the National Assembly, in the county assemblies. I am also saying it makes sense that we tap the expertise, the professional resource available in diaspora to run our embassies. If it's here in the UK, why would I go back home to look for a high commissioner?
Yes. We
have competent men and women with the necessary qualifications and experience who understands UK much better than anybody else coming from Kenya. Ambassadors and high commissioners serve for 4 years. When you get somebody who has never been to the UK from Kenya, the first 1 year they'll settle down, find school for their children, get to know a house, to know what. 1 year is gone. The second year they are learning on contacts. Who are the business people here? How do you engage the British? The third year they start putting up a plan. By the time they start implementing,
4 years is
4 years is gone. But if I came here to the UK and pick Lydia, who has lived here for 20 years, for example, she doesn't need to look for a house. She doesn't need to look for a school for her children. She just get to office and start working. She knows who is who. 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 She knows who are the manufacturers. She knows who are in agro-processing. She knows who are in value addition. I would want a situation where either between the High Commissioner and the Deputy, one would come from the diaspora. That's what I'll do if I'm president. That I pick either the High Commissioner or the Deputy from the diaspora. And it will work out well, and it's a very practical thing. So these are some of the discussions that I'm having with Kenyans who live here, who work here, and they are very excited.
Yes.
Of course, many of them have doubts because they have been cheated before. They have engaged Kenyan leaders before. The minute they are elected, they don't pick their phones. They don't give them appointment. They don't bother with them. So I'm asking them to give me the benefit of doubt, because that's all I can do. I cannot tell them 100% that I'm better than the others.
Yes.
But I have a proven track record that I'm an honest person. I'm a truthful person. I'm asking the Kenyans in diaspora to give me the benefit of doubt, that I will live up to my word and I'll honor the promises that I make with them. In any case, it's the right thing to do, because it can only be helpful to the country.
Yes.
You know, these are men and women who have a lot of experience. Let's look at the health sector. The management of health here in the UK is top notch.
Yeah.
We would want to benefit as a country from health practitioners who have been here in the UK. It will be useful for our country. When you look at engineering, when you go around here, the drainage is top notch. After it has rained, 20 minutes later, you cannot know there was rain.
Yeah.
We would want to tap from the professionals in the diaspora to come and help their country, because at the end of it all, east or west, home is best. So it's not just honoring a promise. It's the right thing to do. You know, it's good. It will make work easier for my administration.
Yes.
It will be helpful to the country, where you are saying Kenyans out there who have proven track record, who have expertise, who have experience elsewhere, that things are working. Why can't they come back home and help us fix those things the way they have been fixed in the countries they are domiciled?
So instead, because right now we have a lot of politicians who come to benchmark.
Yes.
in diaspora, whether it's in the UK, US, or Australia, they come to benchmark.
Yes.
But when they go back home, they don't really implement whatever they came to do.
Yes.
So are you saying that, are you telling us as diasporans that you're going to give us a platform that we can